Hello, physics class. It's Mr. Ng, and it is April 16th. A lot of things have happened over the last week. Apparently, New York and California just kind of went through their peak or the plateau. At least that's the hope. So things are supposed to start getting better in terms of coronavirus. Fingers crossed. Let's hope that things do get better. And then there's a lot of new changes with the grading policy. So here, let's dig into that because I think that's something that's important to talk about. So here, there's basically three major components, or two major components, of the district letter that came out last Friday. Number one, the grade that you had before we went to break, that grade should not go down. It should just go up. All right. Number two, if you complete 80% of the remote learning work, the work that I've been putting online ever since we went on to quarantine, with a C average, you get a 1 grade boost. So for me, that was very difficult to manage just because like we have categories, like how do I, so if you go into your grade book, right, you'll find that aside from the regular physics grade that you now have a new category called physics remote learning. This does not change your green grade. The grade that you had before we started this quarantine sticks, and it's not going to go down. But if you go into physics remote learning and you find that you have a C average and you're not missing a ton of stuff, then you should expect that your grade should go up by 1 grade. On that note, I bet many of you would love to go up more than 1 grade, and I would love to give that to you. So it does not mean that we are stuck with this policy. At the end of the day, a teacher is still the last arbiter of a grade. So reach out to me if you want to talk a little bit more about your grade. I'm very willing to help you. The one thing that I ask is that you don't just randomly go back and do a bunch of late work from before the break. I don't want you to just kind of blindly just kind of go through a bunch of random worksheets. That's not going to make us any smarter, and it's kind of a waste of our energy. Instead, work with me, and for those of you who want to bring up your grade, I bet we could come up with a plan that's much more, meaningful, authentic, and useful, right? So, but that's very few of you. I bet most of you have a pretty darn good grade. Good job coming to session. The best part about session is I'm looking at the people at session, and like almost all of you guys have A's anyway. So I'm very appreciative of the work that you guys have put in. Speaking of work, I'm seeing that a lot of you are already working on your Coulomb's Law lab. That's great. Let's talk about that both this Friday, and then we'll kind of clean that up by next week. And then after Coulomb's Law, there's going to be quite a little bit of math, so we got to keep our eyes peeled for that. So labs this week, and check out your grading policy. Have a good day.